So I don't think my Morning Star is going to do shit. I might as well cast a chant. I don't think her weapon will do anything to it either, so she might as well keep hitting it with chromatic orbs. Woo! But everyone takes it out with a magic arrow, netting 1400 XP. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Well, yo, while we got that chant going, let's go fuck up this phase spider, too. I just want to set off the trap, Emmelwyn. Maybe if you would detect that thing. You guys can see how devastating web really is. Alright, the phase spiders are going to dimension door over to us, so he's going to teleport nearby. See how he teleported where we were? Should be teleporting again. Yeah, he teleported right next to Emmelwyn, that little bastard. Alright, Shilvar, get in there.
Yep.
Emmelwyn, run.
I'm gone.
Khalid, get in there. Rasad, get in there. Jahira, yeah, do the work with the sling. You're the sling slayer. And hit that face spider with a chromatic orb. Blind his ass or something. Yo, Rasad runs up like a beast. Oh, the face spider gets stunned from the chromatic orb. That's a good effect. Go ahead and hit it with some sling bolts now. Rasad gets a good punch in.
My blade will cut. You're a queer fellow.
Emmelwyn says, my blade will cut you down the sides as she equips her bow. Nice.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Khalid did some work. But Shilvar polishes it off. With the Morning Star. Excellent. Another 1400 XP in the fucking bag. Yo, where's this scroll of goddamned wisdom? Maybe it's another zone over even.
Where to now? Of course.
Emma, you gotta detect this trap for us. I mean, there's no enemies now, but it would suck to have to sit here in a web. You know?
I shall commit to the task.
You suck, Emmelwyn.
Your wish?
You fucking suck.
I understand.
Fine, we'll just look. Look what you did. Look what you did, Emmelwyn. Now we get to deal with this noise and these sticky webs all over us. Because you couldn't detect a trap, Emmelwyn. Alright? It's not like it's your job. Yo, Millie. Thanks for following. That does get us a little bit closer to unlocking Chivo number 2 at 2,000 followers, so I definitely appreciate it. Big ups. Big ups.
Yes. Done and done.
Yeah, man, this is about as far east as I can go. So I wonder if it's actually another zone over. It doesn't look like you can go over any more east, though. So I wonder what's the word? Yeah, I don't see any like cave entrances or nothing. MS fan says sluggish meat. Says hello. That's kind of funny because someone just said, "How's it hanging?" Does anybody ever say, "Yo, it's hanging sluggish"? That'd be pretty good. How's it hanging? Down to earth. That's what you could say. Millie Blank says, I played PlayStation 2 Baldur's Gate, Dark Alliance. Yes, Dark Alliance is really fun. It's more of like a Diablo style of game, like an action RPG, than it is like an RPG. But it's fucking fun, man. Shit. A strange priest in the wood of sharp teeth had a scroll of wisdom taken. He says it's an Ettercap to the east has it. Yeah, we've explored the shit out of the area to the east of you, bro. And I have killed many Ettercaps, but none of them had a scroll. Unless it was like one of the... Oh, it could be one of those magic items that I haven't identified. Maybe he wants that protection scroll. Let's see if we can find him again and tell him. If I have it in my inventory, he should just take it. I think we've pretty much eradicated the area of Ettercap. Where is this fucker? Yo, buddy, I got your scroll. Oh, here we go. Farrington. Let me see if the scroll I picked up is the one he wants.
What you want?
Ah, here we go. Perfect. Ah, my scroll. Take it with you, Wanderer. It will increase your karmic essence. So he let us keep it, and it just gives me XP. Hooray! Okay. Awesome. Alright, so that's pretty much explored the wood of sharp teeth here for the most part. That's quite productive.
What now, I wonder?
Got some levels out of it.
What you want? Yeah.
Has your aura grown in wisdom lately? I would say it has. I would say it has.
A simple task.
As Sabatum goes, find my scroll. Oh, you found it. Just keep it. I know, right? It sounds like he didn't expect us to return. Yo, man, you read the most wicked motives into everybody. Maybe he's just nice, you know? Did you ever think of that one? Could just be a kind little woods priest. Alright. I tell you what, I might as well hit up the bandit camp and go into that cave I wanted to check out. I don't know how many mobs might have respawned here, but let's head. Damn! Alright, so we got ambushed on the way to the bandit camp by a fucking Ankeg. Ankegs are pretty badass. I think I can sell the Ankeg shell to the blacksmith in Baragos for fat gold, though, if I remember correctly. He also crafts it into plate, but he'll only do it 2 times, I think, and I already did it both times. Though maybe, actually, no, I think he could craft it again. I could maybe make Khalid a set or some shit. I don't know. Hopefully we can fuck up this Ankeg. This is a hell of a random encounter, though. Let's go ahead and cast a chant.
What you want?
Open fire.
Can I help you?
I kind of want to try to hit it with a fireball,
Blade will cut you down
but I don't know if
to
we'll have time. I don't know how fast it moves. It might have to pop out of the ground, actually. So let's have Dyna Air try to hit it with a fireball. Jaheira, yeah, keep slings on it. Rasad, stay back.
Guides my hand.
The lead, stay back. Alright. Yeah, I think it's just gonna blast us with like acid from its little perch. But it can pop out of the ground near you. Don't hit her. No! Fucked up the fireball. That son of a bitch. Alright, Jaheira.
Servant awaits.
Hit her with the heal. Now I'm really gonna hit him with a fireball. Jerk of an Ankeg motherfucker.
I can, but try.
Oh nah, he's never gonna miss. He's never gonna miss. That Ankeg is never gonna miss. Please get that healing spell off before he hits her again. Alright, Chilvar. You know what? Hit Dyna Air with this instant speed heal too. Holy fuck.
Can I?
Don't get her. Motherfucking Ankeg, dude. Alright, well, we're just gonna have to go ham on it now. Killed a party member. First death in a long time. What a fucking jerk.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
Fucking Ankegs, dude. There we go. I just wanted to cast Fireball, okay?
A simple task.
Now you had to have someone die. Fucking Ankeg. Jeez. I'm gonna take your shell and sell it or turn it into armor, you little
Now I
bastard.
wonder. Of course, yeah.
Alright, I think Jaheira's pretty buff.
As good as done.
You have to carry our dear departed friend's gear for a little while. Okay.
Where to now? Done?
Fuck!
Done.
That fucking Ankeg, dude, of all the things to get a kill, Ankeg. Kid says, can party members revive? Yeah, it's actually no real big deal to revive your party, but it's the principle, alright? It's the principle of the thing. I think the closest place to go to get the revives done is going to be the friendly arm. So let's head there. Hope we don't get waylaid on the fucking way. Alright, good. We made it.
Done and done.
Let's get that resurrection done. Head over here to the Temple of Garl Glittergold. Millie says Twitch never wants to work for me. Actually, with my stream, it's at 60 FPS, 720p, and I don't have transcoding because I'm a little babish stream. So your computer might just be choking on the stream. It could be a thing, and for that I am sorry.
A simple task.
Glitter Gold guide your eye on your travels.
It's kind of adorable that this husband and wife have an inn and a temple to the gnome god. Like, that's their little life together. Isn't that adorable? Alright, we gotta resurrect. 800 gold to res. What a pleasant noise. Well, while we're here, do I have anything you might buy? No, but you do have potions of healing. I'm gonna buy all 20. Actually, hang on. Do you have better potions of healing? What are these? These do 10 and cure poison and disease. These do 9. Alright, so I want all those. Give me them all. Thank you. Got here. Could actually probably sell some of my potions and buy some better ones. Definitely want some antidotes. Let's buy all those too. The elixirs of health are like a antidote and a healing potion together, but they're not that worth overall. Who ever heard of a gnome who wouldn't buy gems? Alright. Let's take a look over here. The healing potion and antidotes are really going to be helpful. Okay, let's make sure she's got one of them. Actually, Jaheira has all her stuff, eh? One thing about Baldur's Gate is death isn't so bad, it's just a little obnoxious, because then you gotta re-equip everything and make sure everything's set up right on the character and that sort of thing. Be a little obnoxious, but it's not too bad. Alright, I'll have that added back to the cooler. Okay, we're looking pretty good here. Cool.
Yes.
Alright, so we do get Dyna Air back from the dead. Now we definitely need to rest up.
Simple task. A simple task.
Sarafagat says, it's been a while since I played this particular title. I haven't played Baldur's Gate since it came out originally. Except for this stream, you know, doing Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. So until I started this playthrough, I hadn't played Baldur's Gate since it came out. So I feel you there. Medithian says, unless the main character dies, that shit ends you. Yeah, it's like, I have the common courtesy of resurrecting my party members, but if I die, my party members won't resurrect me. That's some bullshit.
Activity.
My inn is open to all who behave themselves.
Alright, so sell some gems and jewelry and whatnot. And then we're gonna need to rest, probably the royal room, because it basically counts as like a week of rest, but overnight, because of how comfy it is. Get that HP back. I should have actually gone ahead and have her memorize some identify spells too, but she's gonna need to rest some more anyway, so it's real quick. Let's see, how many items does she have to ID? 6, so I'll have her load up 6. Okay. Cool. Little more rest here for Chilvar and company. Alright, let's see what kind of loot we got here. Oh, she ID'd that just from knowledge. Nice. It's a robe of cold resist. Okay. Robe of fire resist. Okay. Yo, her lore is nice now. Robe of cold resist. Okay. Yo, I haven't had to use a spell yet. Holy shit. Robe of electrical resist. Okay. Oh, dude. Dyna Air, the lore. I gotta ID this though. The Victor Ring of Energy. You can use charges of it to do 2d6 damage with no save. Nice. Crafted by Drow mages of the Underdark, this weapon was used in an arranged battle between two rival houses. Each combatant was allowed to use a single magic item to aid his efforts. This ring was the weapon used by the victor of the contest, though he never laid hands on it. It was worn by a sibling and fired from the crowd, striking his opponent squarely in the back. Everyone witnessing agreed it was a brilliant interpretation of the rules. Do you drow or fucking shady? In a word, shady. I think I'll probably hit her with that ring of energy. Probably the most useful. And then, what is this scroll? Cursed Scroll of Foolishness. This scroll is cursed. It would be unwise to read it, as the effects could prove fatal. Alright, you know what we're going to do, right? We're going to quick save, and then we're going to read the Cursed Scroll of Foolishness, alright? Alright, Chilvar. Read the Cursed Scroll of Foolishness for me. Cast it on Imoen. I've been cursed with foolishness. Oh no, what does that do? It makes your intelligence 9 and your wisdom 3. Damn. That item is literally just there to fuck you if you don't listen to it. Literally, that's all it does.
Yes.
Okay, so let's fix up Dyna Air spells. Sabatum says, wasn't that the scroll the dude quote-unquote gave you? Yes, yes it was. It's all a test. He was a Zen master. He was testing me. And we passed the test. No.
What now, I wonder? Of
My
course.
inn is open to all who behave themselves.
Alright, we're rich, so we'll do royal rooms one more time. Should have full HP, spells back to where they should be. All that good stuff. Alright.
Where to now? Of course.
So the next thing I'm gonna do is probably, yeah, I'm gonna head to the bandit camp and go into the cave I never checked out. And then we'll see from there. I don't know what'll be after that, but that'll be what's next. But I realize I've been live for about 2.5 hours. I haven't taken a break yet. So I think it'll be wise to take a little break here. I think we could all use a little break, you know? Butthole Justice. What a great name. Who's the bald NPC, he asks. The bald NPC is Rasad. It's a Sun Soul Monk that's added from the Enhanced Edition. I really like using him, though. He's really cool. It's like an unarmed fighter who gets some thief abilities, basically. Alright, but let's do a little break here, shall we? Seraphicat, yo, thank you for following. That does get us just a little bit closer to unlocking Chivo number 2 at 2,000 followers, so big ups. Thanks a lot. I definitely appreciate it. I think it's time to take a little break here. I think the time to take a break is upon us. Now, whenever I take a break, I try to encourage you to do the same. I try to encourage you to stand up, stretch, get your blood flowing a little, drink some fucking water. In general, take care of yourself, you know? Back when I played MMOs a lot, we had the fabled biological break, so let's take one of those. Yo, I always appreciate you guys who choose to hang out on the Infinite Couch time after time. Appreciate those of you who have chosen to follow the O Show this evening. Every little tickle of that follow button helps, so I appreciate it. Sabatum says, take a bake. Talk about a Freudian trip. I couldn't even imagine what you're talking about. But yeah, let's take a little break here. Then when I return, I'm going to do some more Baldur's Gate. Just kind of exploring and cleaning up parts of the map that I haven't fleshed out yet. Then later on in the broadcast, I'll be switching it up to some Arma 3 Overpoch. Just going to fuck around and loot. But I don't think I've ever streamed Overpoch, so for those of you who are into my hardcore survival stuff, Overpoch's pretty cool. It'll be fun to show off. But first, let's take a break. I'll be back with you guys soon. Yo, what is good? Thank you so much for your patience, as always, during the break. Not a lot of broadcasts I watch take breaks, but I like to do breaks. I think it's, like, I don't know, helps keep everybody chill, gives me an opportunity to eat some food real quick. Speaking of, I am loving the food chat going on the Infinite Couch. I love food. Food is great. I have a ridiculous metabolism, so I eat a lot of food. But honestly, these days, y'all probably won't believe me, but I literally only eat organic food. And I rarely eat meat. Which for me, that's like, I used to eat garbage, dude. Because if you have a fast metabolism and you don't really gain weight from junk food, you're kind of like, oh, whatever. But, yeah, I've been keeping it mad healthy with the organic food recently. And I gotta say, I feel like it's worth the money based on how much better I feel. So even if you don't necessarily change what you eat, if you try to eat more like organic food, even if you eat the same shit, man, you might feel a whole lot better. I'm just being real. It is the O Show. Gonna get back into some Baldur's Gate here. I haven't quite scratched my itch yet. Want to do maybe a dungeon or something. We'll see. I'm mostly exploring areas that I haven't totally cleared out. And then later on in the O Show, we're going to hit up some Arma 3 Overpoch, which is actually quite fun. I recently tried to get my FPS halfway decent so I could play. And I'm looking forward to showing that to you guys. Always love playing Arma mods. Let's get back into some Baldur's Gate, shall we? Shall we? What up, John? John says that he just played some DayZ and it didn't go well. What do you mean by that? In what way did it not go well? Did you get did some men touch you, John? Did some men touch you? It's okay, this is a safe place. You talk about it here. Okay, where was I? Well, first I should leave the inn. Oh yeah, I was gonna hit up the cave and the bandit camp. I remember now. Medithia says, do you need to download anything for Overpoch? Yo, here's all you have to do for anything with Arma 3. Get Arma 3 launcher. It's a free utility. It's a free launcher. Arma 3 launcher is all you need. Then when you search for an Overpoch server and go to play on it, the Arma 3 launcher will use a BitTorrent to download just whatever mods you need, and it's fast as shit. So just grab you Arma 3 launcher. You do need to download, but that'll take care of it. And it's the fastest way to get the files because it's on a torrent. I downloaded an 8 GB mod in I don't know, 40 minutes. Yo, Axe, thank you for the follow, man. That does get us just a little bit closer to unlocking Chivo number 2 at 2,000 followers. So big ups, man. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're enjoying, sir. Alright, so let's head down to the edge here and go to that bandit camp. Check out that cave. See what's waiting for us. Got hella cottonmouth here. I gotta drink some water. Yo, by the way, I try not to call out lurkers because I feel the lurk. I lurk a lot, but a goddamn bear has the best Twitch name I've ever seen. Still, like, in the ranking inside my mind, a goddamn bear wins so far. Current reigning champion, Twitch username 2015 and beyond. I'm just being real. I don't mean to call out a lurker like that, but yo, it's a good name. All right, no whammies. No random encounters. Yeah, nice. A little too nice. John says I got Bambi sniped twice. Yo, man, sometimes you gotta embrace the Bambi snipe.
Done and done.
Sometimes you gotta embrace the Bambi snipe. DeZeus says better than butthole justice. Yes. Butthole justice is funny, but it's not classy. So when you don't keep it classy, it's easier to be funny, you feel me? But a goddamn bear is pretty classy. You know, there's no genitalia going on there. There's just some mild blasphemy. So it's a little classier. So I respect it more, you know, because it's harder.
Yes.
Alright, so we got some, what are these? Zombies? Fuck. I wonder if my turn undead is powerful enough to fuck them up. I'm gonna turn it on and see what happens.
You're a queer fellow.
Emmoen is such a hater. Emmoen's gonna open fire. I think she's gonna do reduced damage against zombies, though. I guess it was dumb to come by this graveyard at night, right?
Can I?
Khalid's gonna switch to his undead Bane sword and do some work with that.
Your wish?
I'm tempted to have Rasad use like one of his AoE abilities, but I think these zombies are really low hit dice, so I think I'm just gonna get him into combat.
Nature's servant awaits. Jahira. How about I have you cast Bless? That'll help us out. Whatever they need.
And then Dinah Air. I'm tempted to have her fireball the group of zombies, but that hasn't really worked out so far. So I reckon... Man, they're undead, so they don't even really get affected by status effects. I think literally the best thing she can do is to use her sling. Alright. Oh, who do we have up here? A fucking skeleton? Yo, you can't team up like that. Skeletons and zombies? It's not very chill.
What now, I wonder?
Alright, does that turn off turning undead? Like, I gotta get close and then turn undead? I think that's how it works. Ooh, so Rasad does a fucking judo chop and ends a zombie's undead filth from the land. Do that again.
They wish my ear.
Let's keep those sling bullets flying. Shulvar's running in. I'm gonna have him turn undead here in a second. See what it does. Get Emmoen in the mix. Alright, let's turn undead with Shulvar and see what it does. Woo, Khalid hits one for 22. I imagine he like beheaded it and sent the head flying.
I look forward to your instruction.
Alright, Rasad and Khalid are gonna clean these up. Chilvar is just hanging out turning undead, but I don't see an effect yet. Maybe it hasn't passed to be around yet.
Really not in this.
We do get the bless. Alright, I did turn some undead. I don't know what that does to them, but turn them. Keep turning them, Chilvar. You turned the shit out of them undead. Alright. Bless goes off. Beautiful. Jahira immediately busts out her sling. That's like her favorite thing. Jahira fucks enemies up with that magic sling. I'll have you hear it. Alright. Takes out a zombie. Khalid doing work. Yo, get that skeleton. He's running. Okay, so Chilvar made him feared from the turn undead. That's actually badass. Chilvar, good work, sir. You can turn off turn undead now and obliterate a zombie. Alright, so we're gonna turn these guys too. It's gonna be badass. Alright, so Chilvar, run toward him.
Yep.
Imoen, get the fleeing skeleton, even though your arrows are gonna be reduced because he has bones,
Can
not
I...
flesh. Khalid, go set to work on these encroaching skeletons. Rasad, get after the runner because you're faster than him.
Yes.
Jahira, sling bullets, let's do it. Dyna Air. Yep, more sling bullets. Let's go. Let's go.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Actually, Rasad, fuck the runner.
I am prepared.
Yeah, just go fuck these up. And then... don't even shoot at the runner. Fuck him. We'll get him in a minute.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Alright, Chilvar's in position. Pop that turn undead, baby. Now that he's higher level, it actually does something. See, look, everyone has a huge damage penalty because their arrows just like fly through their rib cages and shit. Yo, what up, Lord Cuddy? Welcome back, brother. Same thing for the sling bullets. Though they're actually dealing not piercing, so I don't know why they get the minus. I guess all ranged weapons against skeletons get the penalty. Alright, is this turn undead gonna do something? I hope so. Alright, Rasad punches a skeleton into a pile of fucking bones. Alright, turn undead. They're gonna flee too, aren't they? Nice. Kit says in Neverwinter Nights it had a chance of instant kill as well. You talking about turn undead?
Much more at ease in the
Yeah.
forest.
It actually has the same chance in Baldur's Gate. You just have to be a higher level cleric than I currently am. Well, that was a good little introduction to the zone. Damn. Yo, actually, I was wondering about this during the break since I currently live on vampire time in the U.S. I live on the West Coast U.S., but I usually sleep from 9 in the morning until 5 p.m. because I have the same schedule as my girlfriend who works nights.
Yes. A simple
So, I suspect that most of the people who watch the O show regularly are Europeans. So, who wants to weigh in on what country they live in? Because I'm curious. I think most of y'all are European. But I have no idea. Stick together, team. Stick together. Oh shit, there's some Americans. So it's late as fuck for some of y'all. If you're in Philly. Finland, nice. Excellent.
My blade will cut you down to size.
What now, I wonder?
I'm Norwegian myself, so. But, you know, I was born in the US. I guess my parents are Norwegian, you should say. And I'm American. Haha. Alright, Chilvar. The turning is good. So maybe I'll just have him turn. Like, get close and then turn on the turn
You're a
undead.
queer fellow.
Turn on the undead. Keep that undead sword out. Hell yeah.
I am prepared.
Skeleton puncher. Get in there.
You've attacked
Keep the sling bolts going.
whatever they need.
These guys are pretty weak, so we don't have to really worry about it. Jahira gets a crit though. Holler. It stunned him. Did you see that shit? Fucking stunned him. My melee dudes are just like chilling. I don't know what their problem is. Turn him. Look at him run. You can't run. There's no running. Medithian says you've got Viking roots is what you mean. Yes, that is correct.
Of course. Yeah.
I think most people that watch the stream know what I look like, but I look like exactly like that dude on the Viking show on History Channel, Ragnar. I literally look just like that dude. I even have like an undercut. I have like long hair, and then I have the under part shaved so my head doesn't get all hot. So I literally look like fucking that dude from that show. Someone should link a picture. Alright, so here's that cave I wanted to scope out in the bandit zone.
Yes.
Shilvar can walk around turning undead like all the time. That's pretty OG. Alright.
A simple task.
Into the Cave of Delights we go. Woo! That's a lot of gnolls right there, son. Garclax, you come to mock Garclax. Garclax's clan been in cave long enough. Let us out now or die. Why are you in here anyway? We are in here because of trouble we caused in camp. Big brawl 2 nights back. You should know that, unless you not Black Talon. You not smell right. You die. Yeah, I knew there wasn't gonna be a goddamn peaceful resolution to this bullshit. Alright, tell you what. Rasad's pretty fast, so I'm gonna have him use a potion of Dragon Breath on whoever the beefiest dude is. Garclax and Flynn. Alright. Hit Garclax with this fucking Dragon Breath potion real quick. Jaheira. Get a Bless going in the area. Dinah Air. I'd like to get a web off, so web like back here. And we'll get as many as we can with the web. I'm trying to keep it away from my party though, so if we don't get them all, that's chilling. Khalid. I'm worried about that Dragon Breath shit, so I'm gonna send Khalid right. I'm gonna send Khalid right over here with the right sword though, not the undead sword. Imowen. Yeah, go ahead and snipe the low level dudes. Maybe we can take them out quick. And then Shilvar. I need him to tank, but I also want him to cast Chant. So let's get the chant going and see what happens. Oh, they're all fucking blocked up because of the little passage. This is gonna be a fucking shit show. Imowen. Oh my god. She's gonna get hit like 20 times when she runs through here. Get over here. Oh man. Alright, she's gonna let people out. Oh shit, she's fucking trapped. Oh, this is ass. This is total ass right here. Can we leave? Can we just leave?
A simple task.
Oh, there we go. Oh god! Back inside, back inside! Oh man! I can't believe I just jumped out. Did the gnolls follow me out? Then I jump back in here and they're not back in here yet. Oh, it's gonna be perfect. Oh, they're warping in. Oh god. You motherfuckers. You motherfuckers! Alright, now we're split up. We can't do that shit again. Okay. Ah! Oh man, fuck. Oh, this is gonna be problems here. This is gonna be problems here. Alright, Shilvar. Man, I even lost the spells I was casting. Yo, I'm gonna load my fucking quick save. Fuck that. I'm loading my quick save. Fuck that shit.
Yes.
Now that we know it's Knoll Hell in there.
A simple task.
Alright, I'm gonna try to bamboozle him again. Now that I know what's about to happen. Look, I'm gonna say you can leave. You don't smell. See, you gotta fight him. It forces you to fight him. Alright, check it out. Check it out. The OG strategies right here. Check it out. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Run, run, run! What's your fucking problems? They're not fast enough for this shit. Alright, look, Emma got away. She can go out here. Okay, who else got through?
Can I help you?
Alright, here we go. Where are you
Silule
at?
guides my hand.
You can start punching, right? Yeah, you should start. Look, do you have friendlies near you? Yeah, why don't you just roast the gnolls in front of you with the potion of fire breath? Let's see how that goes, alright? Jahira. Oh, man. Yo, hit the team with a bless, maybe. Nah, we just need to start having her shoot sling bolts. Fucking do it. Look at this cluster of gnolls right here. Oh my god. Dyna Air, you're gonna do work soon, but right now, maybe fear one of these gnolls, get it to run or something. I don't even know. Woo! Alright, Rasad fucks up some gnolls and himself with the potion of fire breath. What a dummy. Alright, so drink the potion of healing as soon as you can. Oh man,
What you want?
this is gonna work out badly. Start shooting them.
Whatever they need.
What are you doing? Oh,
I am prepared.
you drink the potion. There we go.
You have need
Wrong sword, bro. Sorry. Use that.
Cool, now I wonder.
Rasad fucked himself up
All right.
very hard. But we still might be okay. Tomatum says, well, he's using a fire breath potion at close quarters. Look. Alright. This is no place for logic. We're going to have to fight our way through these. Ooh, gets in for 6 on Chilvar. I should probably have her heal Rasad. Yeah. Rasad dies. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'm reloading again. Fuck this shit. I'm reloading again. I don't know how I could do this fight. Yo, I tell you I know how to do it. Check this out.
Of course.
I know how to do this fight. Are you ready for this shit? Who's my fastest party member? Rasad? Alright, look at this. I'll show you how to do
I
this
am
fight.
prepared. I shall commit
Fucking
to the
gnolls. I'll show you. Go in there. You can leave. I'll be going as well.
task.
the
Silule
fuck
guides
out.
my hand.
Get the fuck out. Okay, awesome. You see that? Huh? You see that shit? They just got baited. Alright?
Your wish?
Rasad, lead him this
I
way.
shall commit to the task.
Lead him up there.
Cool, now I wonder.
Chilvar.
Done.
Probably should move up toward him.
You
Esha Khalid.
none are better.
Jahira.
Servant awaits.
Try to get a bless going in the general vicinity. Chilvar will get a chant going too. Dyna Air. I'm gonna try to web them in. I'm gonna guesstimate they're gonna be about there. Alright, Rasad. See, Rasad is fast as shit.
To the task.
Action through inaction, see? Kit knows what's up. That Taoist monk saves the day. Oh shit. I think the web's gonna do some work here. I think we got every motherfucker with the web. Holla! Yo, that's how you do it. Right there. Right there.
Whatever they need.
This is about to be good. Alright. Now that you've webbed them, fireball them. Keep going with that bless. Keep going with that chant. Keep shooting arrows. Khalid got caught in the web like a dummy. Well, it's alright. He's about to eat a fireball. He's got a lot of hit points, you know. It'll be okay. Rasad should try to fire that sunbeam out of his hand again. Right? I don't know the range on it, but let's try it. Sunbeam him. Alright. Let's see what happens. Khalid, I'm sorry, bro. Oh shit, Flynn got free and is hitting Khalid, but at least it's gonna keep him in place. Alright, Chilvar's chant goes off. He can do healing duty on people, but for now I just need him to chill. So Chilvar should be pretty good at that.
Your wish?
I didn't even see what that Sun Soul Ray did. It didn't seem like it did anything.
I am prepared.
Don't get caught in the webs. Aw, Rasad, you dummy. You dummy. Alright, let's get that fireball off. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Well. That web fireball combo, though, it killed every knoll. Oh. Yowza. Yowza. What a great... See, look, you just had to make proper use of the monk, and then that encounter is good to go.
I can but try.
Now we gotta wait out the web. Just gotta wait out the web. Those gnolls, like, see this monk duck in their cave, and then they're like, get him! They chase him out, they get hit with the web, then they get hit with the fireball. That's it. The final part of those gnolls' lives was very rough.
Where to now? Of course, yeah.
Alright, let's loot it up. I forgot I had that Ankeg thing on me. It takes up a lot of weight. That's someone who's kind of buff who could carry it. What about you? You got it? Yeah, he's got it. Rasad's been lifting. Nice. I think I might be able to craft another suit of the Ankeg armor and give it to, like, Khalid. That'd be fucking badass. Then we'd have, like, the lowest AC in Faerun. Alright, there's gonna be more gnolls in here, but it's a more manageable group.
My blade will cut you down to size.
It's actually just Garclax. So everybody chase but Garclax. I guess he's, like, the man of the hour.
What now, I wonder?
Go ahead and get a chant going.
What you want?
Open fire. Actually, we gotta go into the room first. That was, like, the big problem before. Get into the room. Spread out. Okay, perfect.
Can I help you?
Get aggro. Move over back here.
Yep.
Back it up here some, maybe.
Oh, I thought somebody did this.
Rasad, get him.
You've attacked.
Jahira. Actually, get him with that sling. You're deadly. Hit Garclax with a chromatic orb. Let's see what it does. I kind of want to get Chilvar to get a chant off on the party if he can. So
I care not.
Open fire. Start casting chant. Chromatic orb stuns Garclax and does a good amount of damage. Let's see that again. Dyna Air. Khalid does some damage. Rasad gets in there. Ooh, and he's done. Alright, well, I'm not going to loot while we got the chant. Let's keep moving. We got some more people to fight.
Yes.
Wait in. Actually, let's back up. They'll come to us. Don't get Emma. Don't hurt her. No, no.
Where to now?
Alright, get you one.
You're a queer fellow.
Keep moving there. Get you one. Help Chilvar. Help your hubby.
Whatever they need.
Chromatic orb this rear motherfucker. Alright, then Emma open fire. The orb stuns him. Khalid slaughters one. These gnolls are getting fucked.
Yes?
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
Don't even orb him. Just sling him. He's over. He's toast. Rasad got hit for 7, but he's still toast. Kid says Garclax was in there like, he's clearly baiting us, you idiots. Yeah, he was the one gnoll that had a bit of sense.
So many we meet are lacking.
He was the one gnoll that was like, you think this might be a trap? The rest are like, nah, get him. And then when we come in there, he's like, man, I tried to tell him. Those were like the couple guys that listened over there. Alright, oh yeah, I need to sell that cursed scroll of foolishness. Yo, knock is actually a pretty cool spell. It's like one of my favorite spells in D&D. Knock is simple. It's a level 2 spell that opens a door. Locked, unlocked, whatever. It just opens a door. Knock. It's really cool. I like it. Kind of a cool utility spell. Everyone's pretty good at opening locks, so I don't really need it, but for like roleplay in a tabletop game, such a cool idea of a spell, you know? Knock. One of my faves.
Done and done.
Oh, so that was it. There's just a little knoll, like, lounge area over here. Okay. And the bats, of course. Alright, so I'm satiated. I went in that cave now. Look at that gnoll death right there. Let that be a lesson, kids. If you have a gnoll problem, cast web, cast fireball. You don't have a gnoll problem anymore. Alright, so I've basically explored this whole map, but no reason not to maybe flesh it out right now. Scrape up a little XP. I actually have some characters I think who are close to leveling, so that could be cool.
Done and done.
I'm thinking I'll wind up doing about 4 hours of Baldur's Gate today, so we got about another hour or so here. And then I'll probably do about 2 hours of Overpoch. Possibly more if I get real into it. But I'm kind of itching to watch some Counter-Strike. There's some matches I missed I want to watch. And I don't know how long the tournament's actually live. Does anyone know when the ESL, what is it, ESL 1 is over? I've really enjoyed every Counter-Strike match I watched. I watched who was it? Fnatic and oh man, I feel like an old man because I'm forgetting. Fnatic and Na'Vi, and that was so fun to watch. And then I just watched Team Solo Mid and Ninjas in Pajamas. And that was an intense match because Team Solo Mid did some work. But NIP ended up winning, of course. Oh, nice. Izzle says the last day is today and it starts at 8 a.m. Eastern. And it's Fnatic and Nip. Dude, Fnatic was amazing to watch. Fnatic are beastly. Oh yeah, I forgot Izzle's a mod for all those. I saw you tweet about your setup. That looked so slick, actually. Your little moderation setup. And the channel stats. That shit is fascinating. I love watching competitive Counter-Strike. I love playing Counter-Strike too. I need to stream some of that. I've been a Counter-Strike head since like pre 1.6. I remember waiting for 1.6, being so hype about it. That gentleman watched the NASCAR race earlier today. Yo, dude. I'm from Kentucky. I know about some NASCAR. I watched some Kentucky basketball today as well. Not quite as exhilarating as Counter-Strike, but close. Actually, when I was in college, I wrote an essay about... I compared NASCAR to how like knights and stuff had like pageantry. I wrote an essay called "The Pageantry of NASCAR." It was pretty funny. Alright, I think I've just about explored this little area. Milked all the XP I could. So I'll head out of here. Ah! Wild dogs! No. Yo, hold up. Hold up. I don't want to kill him, I want to charm him. Are you gonna make me kill him, game? I gotta charm him? I want to charm him, but it's gonna make me kill him. How fast does your charm animals spell? It's pretty slow, huh? Alright, we'll charm one and kill one. Alright, charm the second one. We'll whip this first one's ass, alright? Does that sound good, team?
Your wish?
We'll save one dog's life, okay?
Oh,
Charm him. Oh man, they're gonna kill him way before he can charm him. Jahira, do it. Oh, right as he was charmed, Rasad kills him anyway. Well, we tried, team. We fucking tried.
What now, I wonder?
I just wanted to use the charm animal, man.
Where to now? Done and done.
The gentleman says, being from Kentucky, I'd also like to personally thank you for bourbon. Man, I'd like to personally thank Kentucky for bourbon. I grew up actually right next to LeBrow and Graham Distillery in Woodford County.
I am much more at ease
If you've
with
ever had Woodford Reserve bourbon, which I highly recommend. I am a Woodford Countian myself. Alright, so where do I want to go next now that I've satiated my curiosity there? I think I'm interested in actually going to some of these areas down here, but I need to stop in Baragos to see what I can do with that Ankeg head, so... Kid says, Rasad just wanted to punch the dog in the face. Dude, Rasad has some problems. Okay. Oh, I forgot I wasn't actually traveling. I was just looking at the map. Let's go. Alright. No whammies, no random encounters, just a beautiful, calm journey to Baragost, okay? No whammies here, no whammies. Alright? Yeah! Yo, we were so lucky. Fuck yeah. Alright, so these. First off, I need to sell that scroll. And I need to probably drop the Ankeg head on Chilvar. Yeah. And we'll see what we can do with that. And then we'll continue south. Sabato says calm 28-hour walk to Baragost. Yeah, you know.
A simple task.
They don't have public transportation in Baldur's Gate. I'm sorry. Desero, welcome back, man. What's good? Alright, let's have a word with the blacksmith, see what he can do with this Ankeg. The party's looking pretty swagged out, though. Gotta be real. All their pixels are looking pretty good. All 7 pixels they have going are looking fantastic. Kind of like shepherding them through Baragost because I don't trust their pathfinding. You guys see how fast Rasad is? Oh my god.
Activity.
Yeah, we'll rest soon, team. We got some business to do.
I'll need to be resting soon.
Desero says, do you stream at night now? Yeah, I usually am live by midnight Eastern. Or 9 Pacific, and then I usually go until at least 6 a.m. Pacific, which is 9 in the morning on the East Coast.
Of course, yeah.
I can make whatever you wish for.
There we go. Yeah, he'll work with it. Tarum Furium says an interesting piece of material you got there. Ankeg, if I'm not mistaken. Ankeg are giant bugs. Been a while since I've seen the like, but if I remember correctly, it makes a fine set of armor. If it's properly treated, it's comparable to full plate, but half the weight. If you're willing to part with your shells, I'll give you 500 gold for them. No more can I offer with business as slow as it is. Iron shortage is hurting us all. Oh, I don't think I can make any more, I don't think I can make any more armor from it. I think it's a one-time thing. I think I can only sell the shell now. I'm pretty sure. I'm not going to try to get more money out of him, though. I'll just get to take the gold. Then he flat tells me how big of a markup he's going to do. I'm like, damn. Hook me up with some money.
I can make whatever you wish for a wee little bit more than me.
Alright, it doesn't look like he's into the robes or anything. But someone mentioned I should try to buy a +1 Morning Star, so let me see if he's got one. It could be a flail too. Magic flail or Morning Star, because it's the same proficiency, but it's like my favorite weapon, so I specialized in it, but I forgot in Baldur's Gate there's like not really any flails or Morning Stars, so I don't think he has one. I'm gonna have to go to the different place and see. C'est la vie. Alright, so we'll rest the team and then head to Nashkel, maybe, see? I could also shop at this mage who lives at High Hedge sells magic items too. Izzle says check the inn in the center of town. Oh yeah, Feld's Post sells magic items, don't they? Good call, Izzle. What would I do without you? Let me check that out.
Of course. Yeah.
You want some whiskey?
I do want some whiskey, yeah. Alright. Let's see. Got some interesting items, actually. What is this? The Protector. It's an amulet of protection +1. Not bad, but not really worth what he's asking. Bracers of defense. Bracers that give you AC 8. Pretty meh. Some pretty dope spells, too. He's also got all the stuff I've ever sold him, which is nice. Nah, I think I'm SOL. Check the main inn in the center of town. So we got the Red Sheaf. That's an inn. We got the Burning Wizard. We got the Jovial Juggler down here. Yeah, we got inns for days. Which inn are y'all talking about? Of those that are left right there. See, there's their pretty little names right there.
Done and done.
I'll check the other innkeepers. They might have it. Doesn't hurt to look. Quick little tour of the inn. See what's going on. Oh, it was Feldpost? Okay, okay.
Of course. Yeah.
You want some whiskey?
Alright, he doesn't sell anything. DeZero says, I've never played this game. It seemed intimidating. To be real, if you're not familiar with Advanced Dungeons and Dragons rules, it is pretty tough. But aside from that, it's really not bad. It's just the system that it's in is simultaneously awesome and very incomprehensible.
You want some whiskey?
Alright, he doesn't sell anything either. Well, I usually stay at the Jovial Juggler, so we'll check that last. It's kind of like my stomping grounds where I chill, you know? If you've only played D&D 3.5 or 4 or Pathfinder, yeah, this will seem kind of tough. This is from this is based on Advanced Dungeons and Dragons from 1986, which is actually my favorite version of D&D, even if it is kind of complicated. My dream is to one day have enough people to run a 2nd edition campaign on stream. That would be badass.
Simple task.
But I still recommend to try it out. Don't be like thrown off. It's an awesome game. You'd be ashamed to miss that out, you know? Alright, he doesn't sell anything either. We'll take a rest here. Dude noble. We're pretty ballin', but, you know, I don't want to be pretentious with the royal, you know? See? None but the most pampered dandy would have complaints. So everybody would be happy, but we're not, like, flaunting it to the peasants, you know? Zeus says tabletop games are the best. Yeah, dude. When I can I would like to feature lots and lots of tabletop content on the OSHA for sure. It's like one of my favorite types of gaming of all time. Alright. So we've seen the business there.
Whatever they need.
What now, I wonder?
Where shall I head next? I think I kind of want to head to maybe Ulcaster. I don't want to get too in depth with like some new quests and stuff right now, but I think I want to start seeing what's up with Ulcaster here. So let's head there next.
Of course, yeah.
Desero said, I liked what I've played of Neverwinter Nights 2. I think that game got shit on, but I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was actually really good. It was very enjoyable to play. Yo, Izzle says magical flail and Oldcaster runes. Yo, dude, ban this guy right here. Backseat gaming. You know I'm playing. I thought I remembered there being one there, but I'm glad that we have confirmed pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I think it's so funny when people get salty about backseat gaming. It's like,
Yes, of course.
who cares? I guess I could understand if someone was like spoiling the story for you, but little tips like that, I actually really enjoy. Like, I love streaming Dark Souls because of how much people help out. So it seems weird to me when people get mad about quote-unquote backseat gaming. I always laugh. I'm like, what is even backseat gaming? Like, who's driving? Yo, Kulik, I'm glad you're getting to watch the OSHA, man. I broadcast usually in this time frame now, so keep that in mind, bruh. Alright, so we got some skeletons. I'm gonna have Shilvar turn them. Imberwin will open fire. Khalid will switch to the Undead Bane sword and wade in.
I am prepared.
Rasad, he'll come over here, flank on the side.
Nature's servant awaits.
I don't think we really need the bless, but I gotta cast them, so might as well do it. And then Dyna Air. I mean, your best bet right now is just hit him with some sling bullets.
Oh, my heart's really not in this.
Alright, so Chilvar is in range now to go ahead and turn him. See what that does. Alright, so they're fleeing because their turn. One just got exploded by Rasad. I love the idea of a monk punching a skeleton into a pile of bones. Alright, now that they've been turned, I can start hitting them. The bless goes off, kind of superfluous, but, you know, nice gesture. Who's this guy coming toward? He's on him. Alright, Khalid should get him. Is he running? Oh, he's actually trying to hit Imawin.
Do you want to tell me a story about trollops this way?
Nah, just back up. Oh, that skeleton did his last act of unlife there.
Go ahead. Do
Alright, this other skeleton's fucked.
Oh, omnipresent authority figure.
Run, little skeleton. It's not gonna do you any good. It's not gonna do you any good. Oh, Rasad kicks him to pieces. What a badass. That went pretty well.
What now?
I'm glad that Chilvar is like high level enough to actually be able to turn some undead now instead of always failing the roll. Monks are a really badass D&D class, yeah. One of the most fun, I would say. Skeletons are all about Emowyn.
I know nothing more, so leave me to go.
If at first I
I
don't
look forward
succeed,
to your instruction.
the wife won't.
Alright, I'm not gonna bother to cast Bless. We're just gonna take him out with weaponry. A skeleton just hit Rasad for 12? Oh shit. No, Chilvar, you're gonna have to get deeper into the pack here, bro. You gotta turn all those bros. Khalid can take care of that one. Rasad, bro. How many HP do you have? 24 left? Man, you ought to go ahead and drink a healing potion. Alright, get back to fighting. Trying to get Chilvar up in there and then to turn these undead and cause them to flee. Rasad's in some trouble because he moves so fucking fast, he just gets there first. But Khalid should wait in here and help out. And Chilvar is going to turn these guys momentarily. Ooh, Rasad takes a little more damage. It's only 3 this time. Did you hear us helping out? Alright, Rasad pummels a skeleton into pieces. That's what I like to see.
I am prepared.
Why don't you assist on the one Khalid has? Nah, actually, you'll probably get a one-shot, so don't assist. That way you can kill him faster. Chilvar, fucking turn those undead.
My blade will
Do it.
cut you down
Oh, they're all turned. Get feared, motherfuckers. Alright, now start smashing them. Oh, one of the skeletons retaliated, hitting Chilvar. It's alright, he's got a bucket of HP. Look at him panic. Look at him flee. Run, undead. Run, cursed beings.
I look
Rasad,
forward
get
to
this
your
one.
instruction. I will show you justice.
Oh, he's down. Khalid.
That's all, folks.
Chilvar. Come get this one. You undead filth, be cleansed. That's pretty good. That turn undead is badass, dude. Oh shit, Izzle soloed Baldur's Gate 2 with the monk.
What now, I wonder?
Yo, man, stream that, bro.
I'm done.
I would love to see other people stream some Baldur's Gate. I've only ever seen me stream Baldur's Gate. So, dude, I want to see some solo monk action. Video evidence, my friend. That would be badass to stream. Admit it. I'm actually looking forward to fucking around with the game after I have a solid playthrough. Like, I'll probably stream another playthrough, but like some kind of weird build.
I prefer the daylight.
Now that I like am more familiarized with the enhanced edition. And I definitely want to do some like optimized Black Pits builds. The Black Pits is like the Gladiator DLC. It's like an arena. Look at him hiding in the corner. Look at him hide.
Good on you if you save the day.
Your wish?
Baldur's Gate is one of those games that has just almost infinite replayability if you really like the system. Because you could do so many different things with builds and stuff. Like, I'd love to do an evil party since I'm almost always a good guy. And have, like, the Blackguard in my party. And have, like, I did a brief run where I was a half a female half-orc samurai named Cranky Nobi, and I use like a katana.
Yes.
But for builds like that, you kind of want to know ahead of time where the items are because they're so rare, you know? That party was hilarious because Jahira and Khalid ended up killing Montaron and Zar very early on. So I kind of gave up. But I want to do an evil party for sure. I mean, Baldur's Gate's one of my favorites. I'm going to be playing this shit forever. I'm looking forward to taking this party into BG2 though. That'll be a lot of fun as well. Endless entertainment with Baldur's Gate, for real. I actually even have a really cheap copy of it on my Game Fan shop. BG and BG2. I think Conservative confirmed that it works out fine and everything, so if you've never played this and you really want to try it, but you don't have the cash, see if you can afford the Game Fan shop copy. I can't remember how much it is, but it's a lot cheaper than Steam.
You're rather outlandish folk to be wandering round here.
Furret. Wayfarers. Wait up a moment. I wish to have a word with you. You are adventurers, are you not? Yeah, we're adventurers. That's good then. You see, I am an adventurer of sorts. Of course, I'm not very fond of battle. I like to pilfer objects from ruins and monstrous lairs, and try my best to avoid getting hurt. Anyway, I have something that might interest you. I have a gem in my possession. A magical gem. I have no use for it, and I can't get the price I'm looking for from anyone I've met. Would you perhaps be interested? What does it do? Of course, it's a gem of true seeing. It allows you to see the truth in all things. So do you want it? I'm selling it for 1,000 gold. No more, no less. There's no way this dude is selling a gem of true seeing for 1,000. So I'm just going to say, that's a little too pricey. It's too bad that you couldn't see the obvious value of this gem. I guess I'll be on my way. Alright, peace out for it. Don't steal anything. Yo, Desero, I would say Enhanced Edition is definitely worth the shit. It adds a lot of cool NPCs and a lot of nice features that you wish the original Baldur's Gate had. But if you already have Baldur's Gate, I mean, you could just mod it and probably get most of the features. So it's your call. But if you've never played Baldur's Gate, I would play Enhanced Edition personally. But Planescape is like, Planescape Torment is my favorite point and click game of all time. Probably my favorite game of all time. It has like the best writing you'll ever encounter. And Planescape itself is such a cool setting in AD&D. I really want to run a Spelljammer campaign in AD&D. That's like space fantasy. But that's like future talk there. It'll be a while before I can get enough players for that. We do have that Dungeon World campaign starting up this month though on the Osho. That's going to be hype. Medithian says, hell yeah, correct opinions about Torment going around. Dude, Osho viewers have good taste, you know? Not to toot my own horn or anything, but the viewers of the Osho consistently have some pretty bomb taste, I have found, personally. Very wise to examine the ruins of Woolcaster at night, you know? Adds to the atmosphere. Hey, some Skelebros. I'm gonna try to turn them, because that just is so cool to do. Open fire.
Click on
Tank.
I am prepared.
Tank.
By your command.
Open fire.
That card.
Open fire. Emma went crits, but due to the damage reduction, it's only 1. Alright, Chilvar is actually positioned to turn right now. Turn. Alright, turned them both. They're gonna flee. Khalid annihilates one with his undead Bane weapon.
You're a queer fellow.
This would be a good place for a henge.
I gotta find a mod that turns Imawin into less of a hater, though.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Kid says these skeletons won't win. They don't have the guts. I think it depends on how big of a bone they have to pick with me, though. This guy's pretty tough, but they all fall in the end. They all fall in the end.
Where to now? Of course, yeah.
Uh-oh, we got some hobgoblins. These guys can be problematic, but they shouldn't be. I'm going to attack the archer.
What you want?
Imawin, open fire on the archer as well.
Have need of me?
Khalid, switch to your main sword and get this guy.
I look forward to your
Rasad, you're fastest, so get the one in the back.
Retreat falls in the
Jahira, hit us with a bless if you would be so kind. Dyna Air, why don't you chromatic orb a motherfucker? Actually, all the hobgoblins have bows on them. My bad. And they have poison arrows, which sucks too. Alright, so that hobgoblin gets stunned by that chromatic orb. Let's use another one on this guy. Rasad punches a hobgoblin to fucking death. What an animal.
I will show you justice.
Oh, you're gonna show him justice, alright. I can feel it. Alright, that bless goes off.
Nature's servant awaits.
Looks like Chilvar obliterates his hobgoblin. Ooh, and that one gets taken down by Khalid's magical blade.
Where to now?
This is surgical, folks. This is surgical. You know what? I probably need to reload Imawin's arrows a little bit here. Let's grab these. Alright. It would be a shame to run out of arrows on your archer, you know? Looking much better. Alright, so I'm gonna play in Oldcaster here a little bit more, and then we're gonna take another break and then switch games.
Done and done.
So we got about 10 minutes or so more Baldur's Gate remaining. We'll take a little break, and then I'm gonna do some Arma 3 Overpoch. I don't think I'll dive all the way through the ruins just tonight, but I'm gonna save here, so the next Baldur's Gate session we'll start off right here and dungeoneer it up. Desero asked, what's your favorite tabletop game? Well, mine, if you're asking me, it would be impossible to just say one. I could say a couple. I love Advanced Dungeons and Dragons from 1986. You know what this is based on? I love Burning Wheel, which is like a very in-depth system. I love Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, which is almost like a roguelike. I love Warhammer and Warhammer 40k. That's tough. And probably my favorite current one is Dungeon World. So, I mean, there's a couple there. I think I enjoy tabletop games too much to just have one, you know? What are y'all's favorite tabletop games on the Infinite Couch? Do y'all have some favorites in the chat? I'm definitely looking forward to running that Dungeon World campaign on stream this month. I hope it literally lasts for like months, years. Hope we have a nice, solid, long-ass campaign.
Yep.
Alright, let's take out these hobgoblins. They're a joke.
Yes?
They're a joke.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority.
We don't even need the bless. I will chromatic orb one though, because it's fun. Ooh. Trading some archer fire. Jaheira gets in with her famous sling. Chromatic orb. The target is dead before the spell can even hit. That's the efficiency I like to see.
What now, I wonder?
I had to grab up these arrows too. Hit Imowen with them. Yeah, what spell did we get here? Chill Touch. This is what I cast on the chat when you watch my stream. Chill Touch. I cast it right on your little soul. Kid says I like card games, Magic and stuff. Yeah, Magic the Gathering is one of my favorites of all time. I love Elder Dragon Highlander because it's like an eternal format. You can use all your weird cards and make weird decks. So I do love some Magic. I've played that shit since like 4th edition, dude. Alright, I should go up this little area I haven't explored over here. The Baldur's Gate soundtrack is so good. It's like even a perfect soundtrack to play when you're running your own tabletop games, like in the background. Same thing goes for like Dark Souls or Demon Souls. All those are awesome soundtracks to use for your actual tabletop games, IRL. Well, we successfully crested a hill. Where are you headed, Khalid?
Give Nana better.
Where you going, buddy? Yo, Task Force, thanks for following, man. I do appreciate that, and that does get us just a little bit closer to unlocking Shivo number 2 at 2,000 followers. So big ups, man. I appreciate it.
Of course. Yeah.
But that is going to be the end of this Baldur's Gate session this time around. I'm going to log out, so to speak, in the ruins here. Let's do a real save. But the Osho is not over. We're just going to be switching games here. I always got to enjoy this for a second, though. It's like the perfect little cap to a Baldur's Gate session. Da da da. Da 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 da. Alright. Alright. But that is going to be the Baldur's Gate portion of this show, but I feel like hanging out on the Infinite Couch a little bit more. I'll be playing some Arma 3 Overpoch after the break here. It's like a hardcore survival mod for Arma 3. It kind of came out of the combination of Daisy Overwatch and Daisy Epoch and Arma 2. I'll kind of explain about the mod and I'll show you guys how to set it up if you're interested in playing. And then we'll chill out for the remainder of the Osho and I'll run around in Chinaris and see what kind of trouble I can get into. But first, it is time to take a little break here, take care of ourselves. I like to take a break when we switch games. Give the title opportunity to update and all that. During the breaks, I try to encourage you to take care of yourself, stretch, get your blood flowing, drink some water, get a little fresh air. Make yourself some tea. Call your grandma. Yo, I don't know. Do something good. I'm going to do the same. I'll probably grab a little bite to eat as well. But I'll try to be quick. And of course, if you want to join in on some Arma 3 Overpoch, I'd be happy to have you. I'll show you guys the server I'm joining and everything so you can shoot me in the head if you want. Well, let's take a break here, and I'll be back with you guys shortly. Thanks for chilling. If you've never looked at the info down below the video, if you're new to the channel, take a look. It could change your life. I'll be back with you soon.